Hello, folks, and welcome to a new game for us. This is called Train Metropolis. And basically, you have little towns that are set up and farms, and you have to get trains to go from one to the other. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and add our first train in here. You can see what they cost. We can only afford one of the trains. There are a bunch of other ones on there, but this is the one that we can afford. We're going to have it go from one place to another, and we'll confirm that. When they're in here, if you click on them, you can increase things. And we can also upgrade the farm. You see the train is going through doing its thing. You don't have any control over the train. You just pick its start and stop location and it does the rest. But we need to get a farmland district up to level 5. And you do that by just kind of clicking on things. You can see it's a level, very low level 2. When it comes back around here, we're going to click on it like crazy. And when we click on it, well, when it stops, it will increase that bar a little bit. But when we click on it, you can see that that bar moves up much, much more. And when this bar here gets full, that's when you can upgrade. Now, it does cost money, so it was $150 for the first one. Nothing big deal. When the train's also moving through here, you can just click on it to upgrade this. But this game is Click City. So if you don't like clicking games where you're having to click a lot to do stuff, this one is not for you. I apologize if you hear my mouse going wild during this one, but in order to make this move along, you basically have to make sure that you have things moving quickly and try to maximize. Because when train stops on its own, it generates some money, but you can see you can generate multiple times that if you just click on the train. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Trying to get up to level 2, and we'll see what that does for us. But we're going to go through and do this. Clicking does a lot early on, especially, well, clicking always does stuff for the farms. For the towns, really the train arriving is what gets the points across. Take a look at the bar, jump up there, and then my clicking is doing very little to move that line. It's when they arrive, the towns want to grow. So we should be just about there with both of these. There we go, we can upgrade that. And let's see, we also have money and tickets. I'll explain those in a moment. But let's go ahead and just try to see if we can get this one up to level 2, and then we'll see about what we want to do here. All right, so our town has upgraded to level 2. Our farm area is doing its thing. We have some choices that we can make here, and we'll go over those in a moment, but let's again just make sure we get all of our max here. There we go. So we have some options. We can go in, we can actually upgrade the trains. They have all kinds of upgrades available to them, or we can add another train. Even though there's only one track, the trains don't seem to care, so it's not a big deal. We're looking for trains that can theoretically go the fastest, but what I'm going to do instead is upgrade these trains for a little bit. Increase our speed there, so it's going as fast as we can. We're going to increase our capacity, so now it's able to carry 80 apples instead of the 40 that was able to do before. And we'll set our rail sensor speed up as well, so it can go through some of the turns a little faster. I think that's what that does. I'm not actually positive about what that does. But what I want to do as well is, once we get this train going, I want to add another one of the same type, so that we can double up and basically, hopefully double the speed of what all this does. Does not going to double our money, mainly because you have to click on one of these two to get it to do things. But if we can just kind of increase the general speed at which trains are always coming in, I think that will help out a good deal here. So we're going to just try to build up some cash here, especially as we get closer to level 3. Our goal is to get up to level 5, so we really just need to be concerned with clicking like crazy on here. There we go, we're up to level 4. We get $7,000 for that. Level 3 will be the next round of this train coming in to Winterway. And as it pulls in here, we're going to slowly just make sure that we try to increase all of that stuff. There we go, we can upgrade this town now. And you can see the towns kind of sprawl out and get bigger. It's just, again, it's clicky. This is very akin to like a mobile clicky game where you just go and infinitely click. There's purpose to it. We can add on other things. We can also increase some of our usage of some of these other things. But for right now, we're doing fine. I think I'm going to add a farm there, and we can have that train go in there as well. So we're going to buy a train. I'm just going to select the base one. It's going to go from here to there. Confirm that. And then we're going to upgrade that train with all the same upgrades that our last one had. So get that up to 100, that up to 100, and that as much as we can. Looking through here, there's tons of upgrades. So we can do all types of stuff with the rail sensors, heavy duty bolts, shipping tracking, like signal stuff, spare parts. There's all kinds of stuff. Most of this has money located down here, but if you scroll on up, there are some that have ticket cost. So secure doors allows us to do things. So kind of just got to pay attention to what's what, and we'll go forward from there. But this guy is really close to there, which means it takes less time to get that thing upgraded to the levels that we would like it to be at. So like we should be able to upgrade this to a level 2 really quickly here. There we go. Again, towns don't really require that you click on them to grow. They just click on, if you click on the towns to grow them, it's not growing them, but you're getting a lot more cash in your pocket, which is also important in the game. All right, so we're at the point where we're ready to upgrade this one. We just don't have enough money. Oh, now we do. And this guy should be ready to roll here. There we go. We just need to get our 34,000, which we should have in short order. There we go. We got that. Let's just get all these guys upgraded. Try upgrading this guy a little bit as well. And we'll upgrade that. There we go. And you can see we can upgrade it to a town if we'd like. Or we could try to go to a refinery, because those are obviously the clear ways that a town would get upgraded with train connections from being a really efficient farm, is to go from one of those things to the next. But right now, our goal is to try to get the town up here upgraded to a level 10. Now, again, I could go out and then kind of do a whole bunch of other things with this, but I'm not going to. I think sticking nice and close like this is going to help us out just fine. And we should be able to grow all this stuff without really any problems. So it's just a matter of time. And I'm not going to go through the whole playthrough here. I've spent maybe an hour playing this game, just clicking around, trying to see how it works and what does what. And it's very fun, but it does require that you're paying attention. So let's go ahead and add on another train here. Go from there to there. Confirm that. And then we're going to go into our upgrade area here. Scroll on to the top. Get that up to 100. That up to 100. Our speed there. All right, let's take a look farther down. So loading hoppers, I don't know what this does, but I'd like to get that up to 100 if we can. And fuel injectors are going to help our speed go faster as well. So now our trains are all going to be flooding into our station here, which is fantastic. The only thing that you have to be aware of as well is that if you don't click on the trains when they're in their farm that they're coming from, the money that pays out is not as high. So we're going to load this one up here. See how we're getting 2 apples there, but when we go and actually load this one up, now it's $200 per click, where before it was only 40. So you have to pay attention to that a little bit to make sure that you're doing all of those things as well. Let me close that out. We'll get there with all the cash. There we go. Get these guys loaded up. And again, I focus on the shortest routes possible. I have these other ones coming in to try to grow it faster, but really this station right here, this Hemford, yeah, that's the most valuable thing we have right now. So we'll upgrade that to a level there. Get some tickets out of it, yay us. But that's the extent of this game. You can go through, you can click through and add stuff. I'm not going to spend much more time here because there's not a lot more to talk about. It's fun in a relaxing kind of way if you just need to take your brain off something. It's not complex. You're not designing the routes or anything like that. You're just kind of going farm to city. There are also some forest here, and eventually there's supposed to be mines, but I have not been able to find where that's at. But I've upgraded all this stuff, got to level 10. It's cool, but nothing too wild with any of this, and we need to get up to level 10 to be able to unlock the next thing. The problem with this and most clicky games is that you get started very quick and very easy, and then once you want to upgrade beyond that, it gets to be a little bit of a bear. So while it's fun and interesting and there's some value to what's going on here, it's not like the most rewarding game in the sense, but I am interested to see how they go through here, because I would like to see some actual decision making and routing and like, okay, what is the actual strategy here? Because right now the strategy is just get as close as you can, click as fast as you can on both things to maximize them, and then just throw in some extra trains to try to help your general situation move forward here, which is kind of what I'm going to be doing here. As we get very close, we're up at almost level 6. Or should say almost level 7. There we go. There we go. You can see we actually have some little bigger towns popping up here and all of that. We're going through and doing all of that, and we should be in good shape. I apologize. My dog just decided to freak out for no apparent reason, but that's what she does, and we love her for it most of the time. So we're going to go through here again. I'm not going to spend through all of this because it's going to take too long, and I don't think it's really interesting to watch somebody click. But those are my thoughts on this game. It's fun, yes, but it gets very repetitive very quickly, and I don't know how much strategy there is to it. So interesting, yes. Something that I'm going to be like really looking forward to and trying to seek out in the future? Probably not. Not a knock on the game or anything like that. Just I'm not a big clicky style game person, and this one doesn't let you just click on one area. You have to pay attention to multiple things, and there's sort of management, but not really. So it's kind of a little weird of a game here. But we are quickly approaching level 8 for that one. I'm not going to hold on to level 10. It upgrades to a commercial district, and then we need to start a new town because the trains don't go to the commercial district for whatever reason. But we'll go through and see what we get there. Also, our pricing is going to start going bananas. What I really should do is just run, let's see, like $100,000. What you can also do is just run trains on one track. Like we can get multiple trains here. So I could theoretically, if I want to, let me go here and reroute. So I'll click on this one and reroute it. So it's going from here to there, confirm. And then I'm going to go on here and we're going to reroute this train as well. And we're going to go from there to there and confirm that. Now what I'm just going to do is make sure everybody has a capacity of 100. Okay. Then this one's capacity also going to make sure we get up to 100. Not that it really matters, quite honestly, but it's one of those things that you can do in this game, and we're just going to click through and kind of just play with stuff and see what it does. But there's nothing super like crazy that we need to do from this point out. We are going to grow this town rapidly. And we're going to need some cash to do that. We're already halfway through to level 8. But you can see how we're going to... It gets a little tricky because we're making money, but it's not the money that we need right now. We're... Like when we don't click on these trains, the fall off on cash value happens very quickly. So that we're only making 50 per thing, which is not what we want. So we'll go through them there. All right, we need 130 to upgrade that. There we go, we got our 130. So we're just gonna load these bad boys up. And I guess it is a little better that if they are slow, because it gives you more time to click and maximize things while they're over in some of these other spots. But we'll go through, I guess we'll try to get up to level 10 because we're almost there anyway, so why not? Load all the trains up, do all of the things here. I'm not going to upgrade the farm right now because I want to make sure that we are just going through and get everything set, the max there. And you can see we're very quickly getting into the point where we'll have all of the monies. Load all this up and continue to go through and do all of that stuff. There we go. Got that. And then we have our upgrade to our commercial district. And now they want us to have 2 forest districts. So we can easily add those on. And 1 mine district. I don't know what a mine district is. If we take a look here, they don't do anything. And there's nowhere that it's indicated on the game for us to have mines. It's farms or forest. And that's it. We could upgrade this place to a town. I don't want to do that. This one could also get upgraded to a town. But if I try to add a train here, when I select on what I want to do, there's no station to go to because we don't have an actual town to start with. So what you do now, because we upgraded that, we're going to upgrade this to a town. And then that means that our trains that are currently existing, we should be able to reroute them from there to wherever else. Ooh, we can even get commercial trains. Okay, that's fun. And then we'll go to our train and we'll reroute this one. Sure. And we don't have another farm that's super close by, so we're going to build one and then we'll reroute that last train to there. Confirm that. Oh, we did purchase one more there, so we can reroute this to there. Confirm. There we go. And then we're slowly just gonna continue to build up all of our stuff here. I like that this is passenger trains, even though they are very much not passenger trains, but it's okay. It does its thing and it works just fine. And we have our trains in there. I love the visual style of the game. It's just, it's a clicky mess. And if you like that, awesome. If you don't, this game is not for you. But folks, that's going to wrap me up for today. Thank you for joining me for another episode of our demos here as part of Steam's Next Fest. And this was Train Metropolis. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.